Okay, how are you viewers? My name is Peter Mangi from Mangi Institute of Education and Development. Today I'm going to present to you a topic on test constructions. Now, test construction is a very important topic essentially for teachers. You are practicing teachers and you have to assess your learners. These are the 7 steps which I'm going to take you through in a test construction. The first one here is what we call planning the test. Then we have preparing the blueprint. After preparing the blueprint, you design your questions, you edit your question paper, administer the test, and what we have also, we have scoring, and eventually you evaluate the test. So, in planning the test, we have what we call weightage. Weightage is looking at the objectives versus the weight of the score. We have also different content. Some content in your subject take more marks than others. This is what should happen in planning. Then we have this thing we call a blueprint. A blueprint is a 3-way grid which has a vertical axis and horizontal axis. The content or topics should be in your vertical axis, and the marks or the number of questions should be in a horizontal axis. Let us have a look at our blueprint. This is a sample of a blueprint, which we have the horizontal axis and the vertical axis. And at the last there, we have a total number of items which should feature in your test paper. After that, we have what we call designing questions. So questions here will be informed by the objective in your topics or in your subjects. Then you have to link the objectives to specifications and the coverage of the content. Which content have you covered? Because you have to assess the content you have covered. We have from designing, we have to edit your question paper. This is assembling the items on the basis of their forms. We have objective type, short answers, or essay type. Depending on the nature of your test item or the test paper, you should design which questions should appear in the section A, that is objective, which you have multiple or true answer questions, short answer questions, and also essay, which a learner is required here to state or argue in a number of words. That is a long writing exercise. From there, you have your test paper ready. Then you have to administer your test to learners. So what you should consider here in administering the test is the time the test is going to take, and the place, and also instruction before or after you taking the test. So time of the test matters a lot, and it will also contribute to the reliability and validity of your test. The place also should be conducive enough for test takers so that to test what you intend to test. After that, we have you have to score or come up with a marking scheme, which we have 2 elements here which are very important why you should come up with a good marking scheme. We have the number of points or steps expected in each answer. Those answers, according to the marks you have awarded, they carry different marks. So you have to come up with an outline here which gives steps, and expected answers should be awarded by the test or the examiner. So we have also what we call now, after doing that all, the last part will be you evaluate your test, if it measured what you intend to measure, and if it contained the 2 main characteristics, that is validity and reliability. We have 6 steps here in evaluating our test. The first one, if the scores are extremely high, then there is a problem in your item. You should analyze your item and maybe relook at the test. Step 2, if the score seems to be very low, again there is a problem. Maybe learners did not understand the content or the test was above their level. We have how long did the test takers took when doing that test. Was the time equal to the task, or was the time short? Then you look at how you're going to relook at that timing. We also have what we call print clear, or the font in the test. Were all learners able to read what was there in the questions? After there, we evaluate what we call here directions. Were test takers clearly instructed what to do? Lastly, did the administration of the test require frequent interruption, or were learners understood and did the test without any interaction? So it is also advisable to review question paper before taking it to a printing machine. Now that comes to our end of the few steps, or the 7 steps in test construction. Thank you very much.